All right. Um, so where do I start with this, Spencer? Um, First of all, the glasses are coming off for this. So you show us this amazing trailer, like a long ass freaking time ago in a town called Kickapoo. Anyways, so yeah, the first trailer came out quite a bit ago. The announced trailer. Let's see, what was that date, Spencer? Summer of last year, June 2023, and they show us the most amazing simulator, best thing since sliced bread. It's showing different career modes, different things you can do, different planes. But they really put the focus on choosing a career in aviation, where you'll be able to work your way through the skill system in career mode and kind of pick your career, like what you want to do with your virtual brand new pilot, your customizable pilot. Which we didn't even know we were getting a customizable pilot till later this year. However, it's cool that you'll be able to pick your path. So we're like, cool. I'll be able to pick my path, do the missions. Everything's going to be nice and good. But you notice everything looks so clean and crisp and not polygonal. It looks so good and so clean. Spencer, this game in this trailer is not the game we got yesterday. They're two different games, brother. Like, what's going on, Spencer? I need your input here, buddy. Real quick. What is this game? This is not the game we got.
I never checked out the game that we supposedly got, so please do tell.
Yeah. So this game right here in the trailers is the greatest thing I've ever seen. What we got yesterday was the equivalent of you know how like in the newer there's a whole HD 2D craze that's going on right now. You get like these like old games that come back. There's HD graphic backgrounds, but they keep those polygon, like the nice little sprite characters. It was kind of like that, where you have these beautiful like HD like landscapes. Like the terminal might look nice, but then you look at the planes, and it's like a floating like polygonal box. Basically, it looks like PS1 graphics. The characters are moving at about 10 frames per second, like walking around your plane, and they look janky. They look like Hagord. Can you pull up a picture of Hagord for me, sir? The infamous Hagord PS1. All right, so here you go. Yeah. So this is what your characters look like walking around your plane, and I think Chris can agree with me. Day one flight simulator, that was your ground crew. That was your ground crew around your plane when you spawned in, and I'm like, this is 2024. What the fuck is going on? Chris, how did this happen? This is not the same game we saw from 2023 in that announcement trailer. These are two different flight simulators. Marvel.
Marvel hired them for their trailer. I mean, they hired Marvel for their trailer.
They hired the trailer house to
the Marvel trailer house, like they did.
We'll put the flight simulator in engine. It's in engine footage. And then when you get the actual game, you're like, this isn't the game. You're like, well, we never told you it was the game. We just said it was in engine. So, yep, that's basically what happened, guys. We got janked. But being really honest, I think what this is, Microsoft decided they wanted to slim down their game and try to make this as accessible as possible, because there were a lot of complaints when Flight Sim 2020 came out. I'm sure, Chris, you agree with this. 2020 does require a lot of hard drive space to run that flight simulator. It's very beefy. It takes up a lot of space. And I can understand why a lot of people would be pissed off, especially if they play this and Call of Duty, especially like COD and Warzone.
Yeah.
Like, there's like a third or more of your hard drive right there between those two. So,
Mhm.
I could see a lot of people getting pissed with this, just hard drive space. They wanted to slim down. I understand. And if you live in an area with great internet, this game, I'd say here in about a month, 2 months, I think this game will be a viable option if you got a really solid internet connection once they work out the
They need to
kinks.
allow you to download stuff though.
That's the biggest thing, and I will preach that to the high heavens.
Because even with
You and I
good
talked
internet,
about
I'd
this
like
yesterday,
to download everything.
and it will load so much better on
Mhm.
SSDs.
Yep.
We live in an SSD generation.
Yep.
You should not be forced to stay exclusively in the cloud streaming to your console or PC.
No pun
It makes
intended.
zero sense why they would do this. And if you got the hard drive space, you might as well take advantage of it. If I want to have that option, I should have that option to be able to like download this plane, especially if it's like a plane you fly a lot, for sure. Like, cool. Now, sceneries, I'm okay with streaming sceneries. If they want to just stream sceneries, that's fine with me. If it dips a little bit in like quality, I can handle that. That's not a big deal to me.
Mhm.
When it comes to the planes loading in, and then they need to figure out what's going on with the ground crews and the actual like loading in. And it might be on the server side because I know they got a new system with the new simulator. Because the biggest problem with Flight Sim 2020 we talked about was model matching. How you would see like you see the player's name, you would see what aircraft they were flying, but what they appeared as was not even close to what they were flying.
And
it'd be like an airliner for like a Cessna 172.
The only chance you would ever have for it to match is if you owned the plane they were using, and that didn't always work. It didn't always work. Yeah,
half the time you own the plane, it didn't even show up properly.
Yeah. But yeah.
And then half the planes they used were like fictional planes for the fill-ins. They weren't even real planes. They just kind of sort of looked like close to the plane that you were flying. So it was interesting. So what they did is they developed some sort of new AI technology that would actually take your like tag of your ID, and they would have some sort of 3D model that would load in that would properly represent the plane you're actually flying. This is the first time they're using this technology in Flight Sim. I hate to tell you, it ain't there, Chris. It's not there yet. I think the AI is trying to work in the background with the server load, and right now just so many people are trying to get in. It's too much strain, man.
Yeah, I agree. It's something they'll work on. They'll fix
It'll
it.
Be patched.
But again, they have to allow people to download it. And I'm sick. I hate review bombing and people doing it like this. This is the stupid way to do it. They know that they fucked up. Now the problem is the way they advertise how they say they fucked up is they blamed their systems rather than the way they planned, because they should have done betas. The fact that they didn't do any
they should have done
betas,
more beta.
They did very private betas, private betas.
What they said here is,
and did they ever they never did a server stress test,
simulating.
What they said is we've done load tests simulating 200,000 users, and tonight it just completely overwhelmed.
They
simulated. They
data. They didn't actually. That's why I said they should have done open betas. And that's bottom line. You got to test your shit, guys. In this day and age, test your shit first.
Yeah.
Yep. That's all I got.
They could have easily done a stress test, a public stress test.
Absolutely.
That's what a lot of like first-person shooters now will do. They'll do stress tests on the servers.
Most online games will do that.
So. Most, like MOBAs and
any online game,
major games.
Yeah.
That's just the smartest thing to do, so you know roughly where your baseline's got to be for your server tech. So why they didn't do more stress testing for this makes zero sense to me. Especially look at just the VATSIM side of the community for Flight Sim, like the pros that come on and log in every day. Hundreds of users every single day log in to have that side of the servers. That isn't even the public side. That's such a small percentage of the people that play just casual Flight Simulator.
Well, it's not even. That's the thing. You're saying the percentage of people. In last iteration, 2020. There weren't those casual because of the file size.
Yeah.
However,
this was the first Flight Sim. 2020 was the first Flight Sim you could stream through if you had Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah.
Yes.
Because I remember I tried it out one time. It wasn't great, but it worked.
It only showed up last year.
Yeah.
So then you have a new one coming out. So what's the point?
Yeah.
Then?
So everybody wanted to jump on the new one, obviously, especially with the smaller file size.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very more tempting. You look at the file size and you go, ooh, that's significantly smaller. I want to try that out because it's smaller than 2020.
Yep.
But what they didn't realize was servers are going to server, and yeah, it
It's
didn't work so
2024.
well.
You got to test shit. That's bottom line. So
it's time. Yeah, you can't just drop a game, and like I've told these guys, I think this was rushed to market just to sell copies before Christmas. Like hands down, that's why they had this deadline. They were rushed. The game was not ready. That's just how it is.
Okay, we're
ready.
repeating ourselves now. So all right. So bottom line is we're looking forward to it being crisp and ready whenever that is, and it'll always be there waiting for us.
Late December, early January at the soonest, I would say. And so from my side of things, I'll keep an eye on it and see how it looks in the next few weeks.
You're gonna test it every day. Shut the fuck up.
No, I won't.
Bullshit.
I'll maybe every other day or every 3 days.
It's 30 gigs. You're gonna test it every fucking day.
I just don't like the new UI.
That's why you're gonna test it every fucking day.
And I got to go back and configure a bunch of control shit. That's pissing me off too. Yeah.
Hence again, why you're gonna test it every fucking day.
I might test controls. That's about it.
It's still testing it every day.
See how it handles. Yeah.
He's in denial.
But in terms of Redshirt streams, it's going to be 2020. The quality is not.
You should just boycott all Flight Sim. You should just boycott all.
No, I'm not going to boycott it. I'm still going to fly. I still got to fly for my airline, so I'm still going to fly for the guys over there.
You should go on strike. Go on strike.
And I just reinstalled the plane yesterday, so I'll be doing some of that for 2020. And 2020 is stable. I've still got it on my Xbox. No issues with that. So
except it takes up a third of your Xbox.
Yeah, but I don't have to stream shit. It's all downloaded.
It still takes up a third of your Xbox, so that's your
it'll run
for
and
not
I don't
playing
have to
other
worry
games.
Yeah.
That's your
Anyways,
excuse for not playing other games.
I'm not converting over until this sim is stable. This just hands down, it's not happening.
If you want to see us rag on him more, make sure you subscribe, ring the bell. We'll get other videos like this while we're on Rambling Red Shirts. Yep.
I might just uninstall 2024.
Why? It's only 30 gigs.
Exactly. It's only 30 gigs.
It's only 30 gigs.
Reinstall that.
Transfer it. Why would you uninstall it? Transfer it.
Yeah, whatever.
And whatever. It's faster to transfer than to. You have that huge terabyte fucking 2 terabyte 2 terabyte
2 terabyte
2 terabyte external, like for 30 gigs worth. Yeah, transfer that bitch so much faster. So
yeah, once they make the announcement like, hey, you guys can download finally, I'll be like, all right, cool. Yay.
Right. Spencer, any thoughts? I think you should.
I don't have much. I don't have much since I don't play Flight Sim. But
what about touching tips?
That's gonna have to wait another day. So
it'll have to wait. It'll have to wait. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
Because I'm not downloading however many.
I'm sorry. I'm not touching polygonal.
Oh no!
I'm not touching polygonals. I'm touching tips.
So Spencer, if they want to see you guys eventually touch tips, what should they do?
Oh, they should do all the stuff of following us over on Twitch is where it'll happen most likely.
But what should they do here?
Oh yeah, we're gonna clip it when it happens. It'll be.
What should you do here? God damn it, people! I'm trying to make a video here, sort of.
Click the like button first of all.
Like and subscribe right here for more great Red Shirts content.
Yeah, there you go. And we're back to our live show.